Yeah, so we got four pigs in pen 5, and this would be the gilt side of the pen. 26-8 would be lot 55. 22-3 would be lot 56. So 26 litter gilt would be an in-game. There on the top side, next intention on the bottom. She would have came from Kyle Canal through Dave Geyer. The Thompson family would have showed her there last summer very competitively. She was quite the popular gilt there among a circuit and jackpot shows, but very high quality one we got from Dave. Anyway, we bred that sow. Actually, I can go back. The sow actually goes back to would go back to Breaking Rule's sister, and then would also the sow family would have raised a champion bear there at Houston a year ago, I believe. Anyway, in terms of the gilt, stout-headed. I mean, that thing's got a stout head. She's burly. She's big at the ground. She's good in terms of hip and hind leg. I like this gilt a good deal in terms of just where that one's future is. I like her in terms of just her maturity pattern, where she's at. I think whether you want to make a show gilt or a sow out of that one, I like that one a good deal. The other gilt in here would be a 22-3. That'd be a crossbred. She'd be an Anthem Last Dance. And anyway, the Anthem deal we got to in there at Heimers. That'd be the JD Hog there at Heimers, and Mama here would be Last Dance. That'd be the three-peat's mate's sister, and then she would also raise the Reserve Division 2 gilt there at Louisville last summer, and would have also raised the $17,000 gilt at Tulsa that went on to be reserve at Kansas City. So anyway, pedigree-wise, I mean, I love this thing. Compared to her mates in here, I think she's a notch shorter-sided. She obviously needs a suntan, but we got all summer to do that. In terms of elevation and look, very good. Build's very good. Like this pair, good deal as well.
Yeah, very good pair of gilts here, I think. And, as Jared said, the more dominant black one, she's maybe not the tannest one today, but guys, don't let that deter you from quality, because that one there, I think, as Jared said, probably a rib shorter bodied than the mates that we've seen, and still got that look and stoutness and an awesome hip and hind leg and build. And I just think one that looks like she could just be an excellent feeder. Has the muscle shape, has the back shape, and the build, and incredible. The belted gilt here, another one that just to me looks like what comes out of that sow line and what comes out of that the boar there, and you got to love that one. As Jared talked, I mean, she is so stout mug to have that kind of neck and look from the side, and one that got to love her hip and hind leg, and she looks like just a good feeding female. I think one that you got to just heavy bone, good footed, awesome pasturing. Love her muscle shape, love her look, love her build and design. I mean, one that looks like not only make you a killer show gilt, but one if you're kind of wanting to build a sow herd. I mean, boy, she's got sow red all over, in my opinion. I think that one make an excellent sow as well.
Yeah, Eric, we were talking. I mean, we put this sale order together last night kind of on a whim, and don't let it deter you, in terms of where these things sit sale order-wise, because these are a pair of gilts that we're very high on. We didn't put these down at the bottom just because we didn't think they were, as good as maybe or better than, some of the ones above her. I mean, we do really like this pair real well, and I don't want we didn't want people thinking, I guess, that these are less quality than the ones selling in front of them. It's just that's just kind of how their pin fell and where we put them. So anyway, very good pair of gilts, I think. In terms of future, I'd say these two here will be heard from, I'd say, come later in the summer.